Hi folks, and welcome back to another Travels of Red Rover. I'm Sean.
And I'm Corrine.
And where are we today?
Today we are out in Kansas, of all places. Why did we come to Kansas?
I have no idea why we're here in Kansas.
We're heading over to Missouri. We're going to get ready for some photography over for the total eclipse of the sun in the southeastern portion. But we got to this area early and we're doing a little photography in Kansas.
Now, I suspect you'll probably see this after the eclipse of the sun because we have some videos up already, and this will take us a little while to get processed. But we were here before the eclipse of the sun.
So we're at Mushroom Rock State Park in Kansas. It's not far west of Salina, Kansas. And we've got a beautiful spring day. The leaves are just starting to pop out on the trees. The weather is lovely this afternoon. And we're going to try do a few sunset or early evening photos here.
Yeah, I suspect that we'll probably do golden hour photos because the way the various mushroom rocks are set up, they're currently being lit from the west, and they're really quite lovely right at the moment. So we'll probably do some shots before sunset. We've got just sort of a blue sky with smoke in the air, so the sky's not going to be all that lovely at night at sunset. So I suspect it'll be golden hour shots, and we've also done some a few aerial shots that we hope you enjoy.
The Mushroom State Park here in Kansas is pretty small. It's just 5 acres. There is a restroom and a picnic table and 2 short trails that go out to the rocks that are shaped like mushrooms. There's some other interesting rocks in the area, but it's pretty small, and it wouldn't take you very long to spend time here and then go on to another stop if you're doing some travel. There's a sign here that tells us a little bit about the history of the location. It was near to the Fremont Trail that was used by the Santa Fe Freight Company and the route for overland stages that were headed to California. Later on, the route was changed to a more northerly route due to hostilities by the early settlers of this country. This park was purchased and donated to the state of Kansas as a scenic park area by the Ellsworth County Historical Society. So thanks to them, we can enjoy this in its natural state. For those of you who have been following our channel for a while, you might recall that we traveled in a red van. We've recently changed over to a new van, and we'll have another video on what this van does for us that our previous one doesn't, and how it's equipped, so you can check on that if you are into van builds. Here's one of the mushroom-shaped rocks that we've been looking at. It's got a nice dark top that's eroded a little less than the lower pedestal part. Interesting yellow rock down below that's easily eroded, creating that pedestal look. This location, we are looking from the west side, and you can see that there's quite a bit of shrubbery and trees in the background for this shot. In addition to the toadstool style rocks or mushroom rocks, we have these other very interesting harder rocks that have really wild patterns in them. They could on their own be quite an interesting subject to photograph as well. On the south side of the street from where I showed you the other mushroom rock is this one. You can see it's up here behind a interesting flat rock. A few less trees in the background there. And we're going to go look at it from the west side, which will be over back behind that tree there. And here's our view of this mushroom rock from the west side. There's a bit of a hill in the background, a little fence, and some small evergreen trees. But it looks a little less cluttered than the first mushroom rock we looked at. You also have this large egg-shaped rock in the foreground, but you can move around a little further to the south side and eliminate some of that. Here's one of those other really interesting rocks. This one has a hollowed out portion that you can, if you're a very small person, climb up there through that little hole, which we watched a youngster do earlier. Lots of patterns in this rock. If you were looking to do some interesting rock pattern photography, this would be a very cool spot.
So we've been out here for a little while, and the sun is starting to get really low in the western horizon, so that's terrific. It's giving us a little bit better light. The area is a bit on the cluttered side, so there's lots of things that you have to work your way around in terms of creating a composition. Another thing I'm trying to do is we have a camera club assignment to compose photographs where we put the main subject over on the 1/3 line, either to the right or to the left. And then so I've been trying to do a few of those compositions as well. See if I can create something that looks somewhat interesting. One of the things I have been doing is I've been using the moon as kind of a counterweight to the photograph. So pushing that to one side, either over the mushroom or beside the mushroom, to try to give the composition a little bit more interest in the sky, because the blue sky with it's kind of one of those not very attractive blue skies tonight, and it's a bit on the washed out side. So I've been trying to give the sky a little bit interest to try to use the moon. Don't know if those shots will actually work when I actually go to develop them, but I'll have to give them a go. Here are a few photos that we took that day. We hope you enjoy them. Well, Corinne, what did you think of the photography?
This was a difficult place. I think maybe if there were a little more leaves on some of those trees, they wouldn't look scraggly. And maybe a sunrise picture.
Yeah, no, sunrise wouldn't work. All the toadstools or mushrooms are hidden by the little hill behind them, so I'm not sure a sunrise would work. It was an okay location. It's, like Corinne said, a bit scraggly, and there's a lot of complications to the composition that you sort of had to work your way around. But other than that, it was fun. It was nice to get out for a change, because we haven't been out for a while.
Yeah, it's good good travel photo shot. Maybe not gallery quality, but it's documentary.
Yeah, definitely documentary. So we sure hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give us a thumbs up.
And if you'd like to see more of our videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. We'd really appreciate it.
And as always, if you want to know when we release videos, hit that bell button.
That's all for now. If you have any questions or comments, put it down below. We'll be sure to respond as soon as we can.
And until next time, bye for now.
Bye for now.